hermana, a su derecha, por favor.
Okay, so now it's time for History 101. So the city I'm in, which is Antigua, was the ancient capital city of Guatemala back in the colonial days when all of Latin America was a Spanish colony. But then, I think somewhere around 1776, there were a lot of other things, including a massive earthquake that really destroyed the city, which caused people to move into other places, ultimately leading to Guatemala City being the capital and the largest city in Guatemala. Now, it's a pretty cool place over here. Even though it's like a very small town, I'd say less than 50,000, it still has that colonial vibe of an old city that you'd expect from many of the earlier cities from Latin America. It's got some pretty cool architecture too. I'm in the central park of Antigua right now, and right in front of me is this fountain with statues, which is very similar to some statues that I saw in Manaus way back in 2012 when I was visiting Brazil. So I wonder if there was a pattern there, like people from the Iberian Peninsula coming into Latin America and creating these fountains. Maybe there's a deeper meaning behind them that I'm not aware of.
Para la madre,
No, no.
para la hermana,
No, that's just...
para la secretaria,
no, none of that.
para la
The-
amiga,
Para la what?
para la abuela, ¿no?
I no habla español, not that well.
Español.
Yeah, I like your teeth.
Sí,
Yeah, what is that?
es una estrella.
Is that like golden? Like, oh, that's really cool.
Sí.
That's really cool.
Okay, my God.
Yeah, but no. I'm not- So I got this whole room to myself for less than $20. It's the view from the rooftop. Totally regret it.
And after that, I went to Belize for.
If I fell with no one around, would it even make a sound? 'Cause I can't even make one now. And I get these thoughts in my head, but I wouldn't do it anyway. Or at least that's what I say, till I'm right on the edge.
It is. It's probably gonna be like one massive droplet of water blocking the whole video. I won't know about it till I look at it on a computer screen.
I didn't realize I'd be swimming up the mountain, but here we are.
At least we can do like a water slide down
Yeah, hey,
all the way.
your jeans are ready.
It took a while, but I think we finally made it to the top of the volcano. There's the
Or
sign
at least
there.
that's what I say, till I'm right on the edge. the bottom. And I know it will hurt hitting ground, but I don't think that I'd mind the falling. Would anyone know? Is there anyone watching? I'm getting crazy ideas in my head, and I don't think I'm able to stop them. Jump. Feel it filling up my lungs. I'm in the calm before the storm.
So I'm going down the hill now. The coolest part is there's like a pack of dogs following us everywhere we go.
I dive to the wind in my hair. Nobody can talk me down. I'm really gonna do it now. I'm standing right on the edge, looking down at the bottom. And I know it will hurt hitting ground, but I don't think that I mind the falling. Would anyone know? Is there anyone watching? I'm getting crazy ideas in my head, and I'm not even trying to stop them. Jump.
Starting off my second day right now in Antigua, and it's almost noon, but I had to sleep in after all the walking and hiking and going out last night. The hotel I was staying at recommended this place called Fernando's Cafe, supposedly one of the best coffee places in Antigua. Oh, just one coffee. I know how blessed I am. So that was definitely some great coffee back there. And this is the part where I pretend to know what I'm talking about. But no, it was a latte and it was delicious and it got me energized. Are the ruins of a cathedral built more than 400 years ago. It used to be the main cathedral in Guatemala back when Antigua was the capital, but it was destroyed in the 1770s by the major earthquake that happened back then. So I'm about to try Guatemalan food for the first time ever, which is pretty late considering that I've been here for more than 24 hours now. But the only food I really got to eat yesterday were the peanut butter sandwiches that I brought from LA. Then for the volcano hike, the only food there was Pringles and Hershey's bars. And by the time we got back at around 9:30 last night, after I took a shower, the only place, and I looked around for a while around the city, but the only place that seemed to be open in Antigua was a Wendy's. So I had Wendy's for dinner in Guatemala after spending about 40 minutes looking for authentic food. About to go inside Rincon Tupico, which is the restaurant that was recommended by my hostel. Hopefully it's gonna be good. So my food just got here. I think I got something with chicken in it because they had pollo in it. And this drink right here, according to the gentleman next to me, is called something that translates to Jamaica Rose. It's some sort of flower infusion. It's interesting. It really just tastes like a sugary sherbet.
Black pita bread. Tastes a little strange, but it's still pretty good nonetheless.
So I have to say this is pretty amazing. I know I'm going off a very small sample size here of just one meal. Well, if this is what Guatemalan food tastes like, then this is the second best food I've had in Latin America, only next to Mexico. Me, I'm very biased because I don't think anything for me will ever beat the tacos in Mexico City. I'm about to enter a chocolate museum. Chocolate actually used to be one of the main exports from Guatemala from back in the early days. Hola. Oh, really? You wanted to go look at it?
Have a look.
All right.
Here's a fun fact for anyone who's not too familiar with ancient American civilizations. Both the Mayans and the Aztecs used chocolate widely, and the Aztecs called hot chocolate the drink of the gods. Actual cocoa beans.
Well, that was a better view than I certainly expected. And I wasn't expecting to see the town or the city and the volcano and the cross. I would definitely recommend coming over here. It's a bit of a hike. It's probably like 20 minutes from the edge of the northern edge of the city, but it's definitely worth it. Because how often do you get to come to Guatemala to see a massive volcano, an ancient colonial city in one view?
This is exactly like Bangladesh. There's a massive power outage because of this huge thunderstorm that you can hear in the background. And I just got completely drenched outside as I was just going downstairs to the bathroom to brush my teeth. Hopefully the power's gonna come back at some point in the night because